Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm TarotOracle and I do the readings.
It's 6:30. Time for the TarotOracle show.
Jessica, thank you for your donation over PayPal. You are in the queue. Wow, okay. You're on the queue. Bartman, YouTube user, thank you for your donation. Andrew, welcome to the stream. Alexandra, welcome. Bella Girl, it's good to see you. Hadn't seen you in a while. How have you been doing? So nice that you dropped in, said hello. All right. We got some three different donations from yesterday we need to catch up on. The first one is Emma. Emma donated. Emma says, look, what about N? What is going on with that? Bella Girl, thank you for your membership for 4 months. I greatly appreciate that. Yeah. How does N feel about me? What kind of thing are going on with N, with all the good stuff? Let's see about Emma and find out what is happening indeed. We do need, let's see, Emma, how does N feel about me? Okay, so let's mark it in the chapters. I got a little app that I made, by the way, that helps me keep track of all the chapters. So, you know, that's kind of nice. So now when you go back and watch the stream, you can easily find your reading because it's all chaptered out. How does N feel about me? The Tower, man. This is something where maybe it was good in the past. Maybe we had some nice things. Maybe we had some interesting sort of developments. It really feels like things have gone a little bit downhill. And it feels like things aren't as passionate, aren't as sort of vibrant, as sort of vivacious as they sort of need to be with that. The two is interesting, sort of bag and holding out something. It feels like that you've reached out to N, or at least sort of thought about it, right? We at least considered it. We want that connection. We want things to be, well, things to happen the way that they need to happen. And it feels like that they're not really working with you. They're not working in the same vein. And it feels kind of a little bit of a dead end. YouTube user, thank you for your triple shot donation tonight. But yeah, that 3. Ultimately, it feels like that N needs a little time, or we need a little space. Or we definitely need something. There needs to be something that sort of kick-started with N here. You need to, put the defibrillator on this thing kind of feeling. It feels like things need to be recovered from that tower. So the tower moment maybe already happened. Tower moment could be coming in. We definitely have some challenges to go forth and to make happen over here with this, but you definitely got to do some work. Definitely some work that needs to be done in order to get this done. Do you need a defibrillator for it? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know at all. But anyway, that was the Dungeons and Dragons tarot deck. Bardman knows what happens with that Dungeons and Dragons. Now, Bardman switched to the Dragons tarot. Bardman's like, you know, Dungeons, Dragons. I'm going with the Dragons. Paula and Joan, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? We still got more to go. We got lots and lots of reading. We ended yesterday. We had like a gazillion readings, and we need to catch up. What will be, okay, exam. All right, Nadia wants to know about an exam. How's the exam going to go? What's going to happen? Is this going to be successful? Gustave Dore will help us find out. So the proper question is, what will be the outcome of my exam? So obviously we're looking at sort of a binary thing here of we pass, we fail. I mean, you know, you're asking about an exam. Obviously we're heading in that direction. Michelle, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Overall, you got an 8 of Swords and a Knight of Cups. This is something as far as the exam goes. The more effort we put into it, the better outcome we get from it. And I think that's it. I think that's it at this point. Basically, how much effort are you willing to put into this to get the perfect grade, to get everything the way we need it, to get everything sort of at the passion level that we want? Because the Knight of Cups talks about, yeah, this is something that you like. This is something that you want to get behind you. But this is something you'll be kind of using in a way later. So it's something that you sort of are going to be committing to long-term memory. You are going to be passionate about that moving forward with that. Definitely something that you do need to address as far as the exam goes. Overall, I think you do okay. 8 of Swords is a bit of restrictive. In other words, we pass, but we don't make 180% or whatever. So I don't know how the grades work anymore. So my girlfriend's daughter is in school, and she get a report card, and the grades were like 120% or 180% or something. Like, what the hell is that? I mean, I thought 100 was the cap. Apparently, it's not. So, you know, I don't know. Is there a number higher than A? Is there like a triple A, a quadruple A? I don't A plus plus plus. Like, you remember the old eBay ratings where you go A plus 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 somebody? I don't know what's going on. Anyway, you're not getting 100 gazillion percent. You're just going to get basically, you know, you pass. You know, you got enough to get through. You got enough to get through. Eight of Swords says, I don't have the ability to get to the big level, the 100 and gazillion percent level kind of thing. So, but we pass. I don't think there's going to be a problem about getting through that and things like that, in my opinion. I mean, you know, just the tarot cards with that. Gustave Dore also wants to tell Fatine. Fatine wants to know about... Fatine's like Omar. Okay, I think it's Omar's thoughts and feelings for May. Again, we're catching up. We got things from yesterday that we need to catch up on, and we are getting that knocked out right now. That's what we need in life. Be random with me. We need you too. What is going on? Good to see you. All right, let's get a bit of a mix over here. Do some Gregory Scott Tarot. Make it happen over here and see what's going on with Omar. What are Omar's thoughts and feelings about me? What's happening with the old Omar activity? Infinity, what is going on? Been a minute. How you doing? Okay. Is Omar still passionate about us? Is Omar still a little bit too distant for us? Oh, geez, we don't read all upside down. Got a Page of Cups, Four of Pentacles. Man, this is something where Omar's kicking and screaming, right? It feels like that this is just not the ideal situation. Six of Swords says it's getting better. We're coming from a situation where, yeah, it's been challenged. Not the perfect situation. We've got a couple of stumbling blocks with this whole Omar thing. We've been trying to sort of fix this, patch the boat as it strolls through with a little bit of the Six of Swords action over here. You got two sixes, which means there's a level of hope. There's a level of enhancement. There's a level of building that is taking place here, a level of expansion, a lot of good things. And I think that's going to be the big opportunity with that. Four of Pentacles, man. It really says that Omar is very hesitant on just committing to anything. Omar is very hesitant on just sort of, I'm just going all the way. I'm just going to commit. We're going to do this. We're going to have a clean, you know, sort of a connection and whatnot. It feels like Omar's not really in that level yet. Kicking and screaming through here. Four of Pentacles. They are receiving a bit of this level of, I'm just not going to come out fully and sort of tell you the real thing. We're going to sort of, you know, do whatever we need to do here and there. And there's not going to be a lot of honesty, open connection, open communication with that. You're going to kind of have some feelings with there. Page of Cups says Omar's not really willing to go the whole distance, definitely. Not really willing to put a lot of passion, a lot of effort, a lot of sort of emotional resonance in here. It just feels like Omar's just not with it. Not with it. Six of Pentacles, again, we are looking at getting better. Six of Pentacles, sort of that giving aspect. In other words, I went from holding back to a level of giving through or giving out, and definitely sort of communicating better, being better with the feelings, being better with the connections. Six of Swords says things are going to get better through a period of time. We definitely have that sort of improvement over time with the feelings, with the thoughts, with things going forward. And it looks like it is going to be better. It's just a matter of having a little bit of patience with this. Almost like the whole reading is one big strength card kind of thing, in my opinion, of course. But yeah, let's go to the, all right, now we have finally caught up with all of the stuff from yesterday. It took a hot minute, but I'm just saying now, we got YouTube users. Speaking of hot minute, they're kind of numbed out with this whole feeling, right? And they're like, you know, I don't really know, not really sure, not completely dedicated to this. And we definitely need some sort of a good feels here. Get something going on, get a pretty good clarification here. And for that, we're going to the Tarot Tower. I think it appears that the Tarot Tower cam appears to be broken. So let's go to the Tarot 2 cam. Ooh, that works. Okay. So yeah, so the Tarot Tower cam, it just breaks every day, basically. I mean, another day, another broken Tarot Tower. So I have two different cameras, or two different camera drivers connected to the Tarot Tower, and you got to kind of cycle through them depending upon the day. It's always moody. Basically, one day the first one won't work, and the other day the second one will. You never know. But you know, you just switch them real quick. Not a problem. For this, we got YouTube users got a nice triple shot. Modern Love because YouTube user is indeed embroiled within a modern love thing, embroiled within the modern love thing with N. How's N feeling about me? I'm numbed out. I don't care, but I'm going to ask. Hey, whatever. Let's see what is going on with N. If N's going to give you the time of day, if N's going to be there. And I mean, you know, you never know. You never know, because the whole end situation does change on a day-to-day basis. We got to get it down pat. Got to see what's going on. Got to see what is going on. The effing chat for the tower camp. I mean, I'm just saying, the driver. One day it's this driver, another day it's this driver. I could flip a coin. You never know. Four of Cups. I mean, they're kind of at that level that you are. Infinity, thank you for your donation. They're at that level that you are. You're both kind of just checked out, right? You know what I'm saying? Like in the hotel, you're in the hotel room and you got to just checked out. And you're checked out. You can't get back in the hotel. You kind of divorced from the hotel now. The hotel's in your past. It's not something you're excited about anymore. It's like, yeah, I stayed at that hotel, but I checked out. Both y'all in the same boat. You got the Four of Cups. Both y'all in the same boat. We checked out of the hotel. It's part of my past. Whatever, right? Because the Four of Cups is one big whatever card. You just don't know what you're going to get with this Four of, you know, it just doesn't, you don't know what you're going to get at all, really, right? King of Wands. This is something that's going to be addressed later. Again, we talk about near the end of the year. We're going to have a second chance. We're going to have a new opportunity. We're going to have a place or a time to sort of figure out what's going on, figure out where we're going to be with this. We get that one last shot, but that's so far into the distance. Who cares at that? Well, at Five of Pentacles just feels like now we're checked out, right? We're looking through this window. We have this connection within the window, but it feels like it's something far, far away. It doesn't feel like something that's up front, that's in our face, that's really sort of passionate, that's definitely sort of maintained over the time. You know, again, a bunch of just checked out. And I mean, you're feeling like that, right? You're numbed out and you're checked out. There was a hotel that you were at a long time ago. You barely even remember that thing. You know, that's the way it goes. The way it goes. I remember Bartman, though. Bartman says, look, I got the Rainbow Kipper Deck. Ooh, I love Kipper decks. I mean, Kipper decks are fun. Kipper decks are just fun. They're the kind of things you get, and you're just like, I'm going to have a lot of fun right now. I mean, this is no doubt, right? This is no joke. So the Kipper decks are always, and what I like about Kipper decks is they're so person focused, right? Because a lot of these tarot decks would be like, yeah, you know, I got a Nine of Pentacles, I got a Two of Swords, and you just have like there's not a lot of, it's like in your face person focused, but the Kippers like people you met yesterday, you met last week, and you're breaking this thing out, and you're like, this is cool. I mean, and for like person readings, there's like nothing compares to a Kipper deck. So it's just fun. So he's like asking about, you know, what about my friend Sarah? What about this person? What about that person? And it's just like you get all sorts of interesting insights that you wouldn't get from a tarot deck. And I'm just saying, if you get one deck just like you're just going to have fun with, you're just going to play with, do some personal readings with, the Kipper deck is the way to go. It is absolutely the best. Anyway, all right, what's going to happen when I get the Kipper deck? We got a Tarot of Dragons. I mean, this is it. The Tower. I really think it opens up your eyes to some of your personal relationships. We're going way out on a limb because that's what we do here. Crystals in Pain, welcome, good to see you. We're going way out on a limb here. I'm going to say this Tower card being the first card says there's a lot of information in this Kipper deck that's waiting for you. Like you haven't seen before, and you know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden it's like, boom, here it is. Look at this information. Ooh, this is fascinating. This is something that I didn't know about at all. I had no clue what this is going on. And I think the Tower moment is going to come there. When the Kipper deck arrives, you're going to be doing some readings. You're going to get a lot of insights on stuff you had no idea, like no idea at all, right? You know, Five of Cups. When you do get some insights, a lot of times you're like, I really didn't want to know that, or I didn't want to sort of see that information. But that's kind of good because it does reveal some things about some info. It does kind of give you some information you didn't have before, right? Lover, welcome. Good to see you. But yeah, overall, I sort of mixes things up a little bit, gives you that alternate side of reality, right? What's that tarot deck where it's like the other side of tarot, where you see the back of the thrones and stuff like that? Gives you a little bit of that insight. But that's the way it is, right? 7 of Cups into a 4 of Swords. This is something you're going to have to incorporate it with tarot. I'm going to go out on a limb on that one too. Barman, the spread is bad. Not really. I mean, everybody like freaks out when they see a tower, a death card, or a 10 of swords or something. It's all part of the dream. It's all part of the big picture, right? It's like I don't go to the Louvre and then look at a painting and see there's lightning in the painting and go, oh my, that's a terrible painting. The lightning is part of the painting. I mean, you know what I'm saying? The lightning is part of the painting. Maybe the big storm is part of the painting. But you don't say the painting is ruined because there's lightning or a big storm on it. You just say that's part of the situation. But yeah, I mean, 7 of Cups. You're going to have to incorporate it with tarot. And that's going to be difficult at first. There is a level of sort of adjustment, right? V, I think for your donation, there's a level of adjustment you're going to have to take in here. So incorporate it with tarot. So get comfortable on your own. Incorporate it with tarot. Get comfy with it. Because overall, the 4 of Swords says you need it all combined together to give you the big picture. But yeah, you're going to have a lot of fun with that. And that's the kind of the thing when you get a new deck, right? V, thank you for the donation. But yeah, that's kind of thing when you get a new deck. You do want to be in that situation where you may be a little bit uncomfortable. It's pushing you a little bit outside of your comfort zone. And that's, that's kind of where we all need to be at some point. All right, well, Owen, hire me on the project. Give me an update with what's going on. We have some challenges with this. So we have nothing but good ratings. Nothing but good ratings. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to see where that goes. We're going to see if we can keep up with the good stuff here. And I mean, I don't know where this is going, but as far as the tarot is concerned, it is beautiful weather out there. Is what I'm saying. It's what I am saying. All right. So let's go forth and see what's going on with this new project, with this update. Will they hire me? Will they get me in here? The Fool, you got a 6 of Cups. You're being offered it. I mean, you're literally being offered it up in here. That connection is there, the offering. You're being served some food, some drinks, all the good stuff with the bubblies. Got a King of Wands, talks about the excitement, talks about the fiery aspect that you can get into. Whoa, that is lagged. Look how laggy that was. That fiery aspect. It just seems like that the project is still good. You got the connection that you need with Owen, with the 6 of Cups. Just saying right there, right? You got the thing with the thing. You got the Fool willing to go on the adventure, willing to take you on the adventure, drag you into the reality, make it happen. The King of Wands, you're just going to be able to get in there and take a fiery aspect and get some good stuff. It still looks good. You've had no bad readings about this is what I'm saying. Let's take a break and let's go. All right, let's go over here to Jessica. Jessica has a question on the PayPal side. We do the PayPal over here. Let's see what's going on. JT says, hey, why don't they tell me anything? All right. Why are we not getting any communication over here? Why doesn't anybody tell me anything? We need some updates. We need some real updates is what I'm talking about. Why doesn't anybody just sort of, get out there, throw me some updates, or just throw me a bone over here is what I'm saying. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Just throw me a bone over here. 2 of Pentacles. Wow. Knight of Cups, a 5 of Cups. Overall, the updates aren't really something they can share. They don't really have any updates that they can share. They've given you the updates they have. There's no more updates. There's no more updates. Nothing that they can share. I got a Knight of Cups. You're passionate about this still. You still want this. I mean, you're still there. But they sort of moved on from it. It feels like the case is closed, or they put a stop to it, or they kind of, putting a rest to it with that BooBoo. Welcome. Good to see you. But yeah, that 5 of Cups, there's just nothing. There's nothing. There's nothing they can share. There's nothing new. There's nothing really to communicate. There's nothing significant over there that they can share if they could share. And Five of Cups is just sort of a disappointment. They're not getting anything valuable that they can sort of hand over, right? There's no winning lottery ticket over there. Nothing happened. Two of Pentacles says there are some things coming later, but it's going to be a couple of months down the line or what have you. But yeah, sort of closed. It feels like everything's closed. Everything's wrapping up. They've moved on to other things. There's not any big substantial updates that they want to sort of hand you out, but yeah, it feels like sort of a dead end on that. There is a level of dead end, and you're kind of feeling that dead end too. You're like, I'm not getting what I need here. I am dead ending some. I do need something better, but that's the way it is. By the end of December 2022, my romantic life situation. Ooh, I love a good romance. The good romance needs some little Buddhists. I know Andrew's like, where's the little Buddha tarot over here, T.O.? What the hell's going on? And I mean, here it is. Here it is, little Buddha tarot. Look at that edging. So beautiful, so wonderful. By the way, I just unboxed another tarot deck. I have 7 more tarot decks to go. 7 more tarot decks in the queue to unbox. We're going to have a unboxing every day. Unboxing, more unboxings, more unboxings, and more unboxings. Because that's apparently what this channel has devolved to, is one big unboxing channel. I do have 4 people that are going to send me free tarots too. So they contacted me yo, I saw your channel. I've been watching you for a long time. I made a deck and I want to send it to you. So we got a couple of interesting decks coming in that are free. So I'm kind of interested to see some of them. We have this one guy who contacted me, Benjamin something. Anyway, he made a really cool deck. I'm looking around, checking his cards out, and man, he did a great job. I'm pretty excited about it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty excited about getting this deck of cards and showing it off, because that is amazing. It is fantastic looking. So yeah, very cool. Very excited to unbox it. So we did get the Naked Heart Tarot, and that was today's unboxing. And they sent me a beautiful cloth. We got stickers with it. We got a lot of really cool stuff, lots of really cool stuff. So you're looking at about 13 to 14 decks of cards in the next 3 weeks-ish. So gonna be unboxing every day. I mean, if you're not subscribed at this point, you gotta be. I mean, we got so many tarot decks. I don't know where we're going to put all these tarot decks. We end up giving away a lot of the tarot decks. So if I'm not really going to use it every day, I'm going to give it a shot for a couple of months. But if I'm I'll probably give it away. Anyway, we got the Empress over here. Matt, you look at a romance life situation. I really think you're going to be in a situation where you have your next relationship. And that's kind of what you want, right? I mean, that's kind of that level of what you want. So I do think you're going to be in a situation where you do have just the new relationship, or sort of the next relationship. We have the Empress card over here as the first card. Always a beautiful, fantastic, amazing card. That's kind of what you need. You needed an Empress, a Lovers, a Two of Cups, but an Empress kind of focuses it down. And so this is going to be something where you're going to have a nice little romance. Things are going to be comfortable. Things are going to be kind of nice with that. 3 of Pentacles says we're kind of working on what's next, right? Working on sort of what's next. What is the next opportunity? What is the next thing happening with that? And apparently we got a bunch of Empress cards. We got an extra Empress card. Let's get a different card. I did not know it came with 2 Empress cards, but now that we found that out, that is interesting. That is really weird that we got 2 Empress. We have the Empress and the Emperor, sort of really renouncing that. Yeah, this is something, sort of the repetition. This is something. It's going to be great. This is going to be something that's fantastic. But yeah, Empress Emperor combo, 3 of Pentacles. We're working on the next level. We're working on building the happy home. We're literally building the happy home, happy family, which is interesting. You got a relationship, you got a nice little combo with sort of building the structure, building the next thing with that. Anyway, all right, did you ever hear back from your carpenter? No, I think they divorced me. They don't want anything to do with me, I don't think. I don't think they're too excited about me anymore. They're ignoring me. So they did say they'd have some time in July. So here's my thoughts. Here's my thoughts with the carpenter thing going on. All right, here's my thoughts. Instead of having 2 tarot towers, I'm going to have 1 tarot tower that's 6 feet long. All right, 6 feet long. So we're going to go all the way from there, all the way over to here. My biggest concern about the tarot tower made of wood is that the shelves are going to be thicker than the board, right? The shelves are going to be thicker than the little poster board stuff here. So I want to make sure that it's exact thickness of this. I don't want it thicker. It has less cards and stuff like that. Also want a system to where I can store boxes over here in the front. So we're going to have a box holder in the front. It's going to go pretty deep. It's going to have, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to have an 8th, maybe a 9th. I'm going to have an 8th or a 9th level on it. It's going to fit basically my entire collection. It's going to be a single collection holder. But yeah, it is going to be a good 6 feet. So we're not going to have 2 tarot towers anymore. Make 1 tarot tower, make it perfect. Have a place where I can put the boxes, so I can grab the boxes and the books out of the front of the tarot tower. But anyway, it's going to be magnificent. It is going to be fantastic. Lani, speaking of magnificent and fantastic, how are you doing? Good to see you. All right, we got Infinity is up next. We're talking about can I convert full-time employee in my current job? All right, contracting. Contracting pays good. I know a lot of contractors that they do convert. And they're like, yo, I converted to full-time, and now they get paid less and they work more. But, you know, that's the way it is. The way it is. Anyway, BooBoo, thank you for your very generous donation. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's going to be cool. Be random with me. No, I got a woodworker. So I got a woodworker, and I had him made a couple of projects for me. And he's supposed to make a tarot tower, but I didn't say tarot. I just said card holder. And then he says, do you have some pictures? And so I sent him some pictures, and then he didn't talk to me anymore. So I'm still kind of irritating him, you know. I'm like, yo, you know, what about that card holder? Card holder. I don't say tarot tower because I don't think that his wife likes tarot. But anyway, you know the way it is. What can you do? Well, what can you do? I don't know. Some people don't like tarot. They got all freaked out. They're like, oh my God, it's tarot. It's like, really? Dude, really? Are you being freaking serious? All right, anyway, Infinity is up next. Infinity is like, hey, I want to convert full time. That's the dream. That is the dream. Can I do it? Justice card says, hell yeah. 7 of Swords says, hell yeah. 2 of Swords says, yes, we can. They're like normally you wouldn't say yes for this. Normally this is a no or maybe at the best. I'm telling you now, this is a yes. All right, let me explain. Infinity's like, okay, explain it, fat man. Let me hear what you got. I'm going to tell you now. What? Okay, the Justice card. It is about giving you a new opportunity. Right? Justice is about opening the door for an opportunity, getting stuff balanced. And I think being a full-time employee gives you that balance. You can do so many more things when you're full-time than when you're a contractor. When you're a contractor, you're focused on this project. I mean, you know, the innovations you can come up with whether you're full-time, the things that you can contribute, the more projects you can get into when you're full-time, the expansion, all the stuff when you're full-time. The Justice card, you need that balance of being full-time. I think that's the big opportunity there. 7 of Swords says they're going to work you a little bit more. Just be aware. Any contractor to full-time thing is sort of, or part-time to full-time is where they're just going to work you a little bit more. So you're going to be running around. You're going to be carrying stuff. You're going to be doing things you didn't expect to be doing, but that's it, right? That is it. So you got to be aware of that. Overall, the 2 of Swords says, be careful what you wish for. You will be full-time. It is. A 2 of Swords. I'm blinded. 2 separate worlds with that. The problem is they are 2 separate worlds. You don't really want that. So yeah, you will be full-time. You will be good, right? Show them the money trick. That should do it. Yeah, maybe. Maybe I should flash those fake hundreds that I got. My magic hundreds. I did order. This dude was selling fake hundreds that he made personally. And I was hoping that they'd be a little more durable than the paper crappy fake hundreds I got off Amazon. They're not. They're not. They're not. And that's upsetting to me. It's upsetting to me. I was like, you were supposed to bring balance to the force. By the way, that was the anime tarot. In case anybody, later, like, what deck was that? Well, I just told you. All right, intern, coworkers, D's, energy. Oh, we're platonic. All right, we're platonic. We got a little intern coworker. We're going to see. Hey, what's happening? What's going on? Is this something we can do? Is this something that's an option here? All right, we're going to go forth. We're going to make that happen with straight out of the tarot tower. Straight out of the tarot tower. We got the good stuff right now. We got all of the good stuff. All right, let's see what's going on. Intern coworkers D energy towards me. We're purely platonic for now, but we still want some energy. We still like some energy. All right, let's see what's going on. Man, King of Pentacles, pure work with that. Nine of Swords, okay. Four of Pentacles. Energy's kind of like, I'm going to do my own thing. I mean, you really kind of see that, right? I'm going to do my own thing. Either they don't see you, or they don't see you as somebody they're going to interact with on another level, or they just don't see you as somebody that they're just going to interact long term. It feels like they're doing their own thing. It feels like they have they're keeping their distance. What's going on with that? They're keeping their distance. Four of Pentacles, one of the biggest cards of I'm keeping my distance, right? Maybe they're doing that woodworker guy that I got. Maybe they're like, oh, I'm keeping my distance from that guy. Four of Pentacles to say, I'm closed up. I'm not able to be available. I'm not able to go out, hang out. It feels like they're very closed in. They're not open very much. They're not very expressive. And you kind of see that with the question, right? What are their energies towards me? If they were more expressive, you'd have a better picture, a clearer picture at least. Four of Pentacles says they're just that, right? They're just that. And you got to kind of understand that. There was drama. Okay, well, there you go. King of Pentacles, too. King of Pentacles just kind of says, let's keep it work. Let's keep it work. And that's another one with keeping distance, the way it is, right? The way it is. But, yeah, that's kind of it. Nine of Swords. Don't be concerned about it. If there was some drama, if there was some beefy things in there, we don't really want to be involved in it. Just, keep your distance. That's the biggest thing here. Just keep your distance. See what happens. If they're going to be more expressive, less expressive, sort of make it happen. Did you miss a troll in the live stream? No, they asked the same question like 3 times. So I just banned them. I have no patience. I'm sorry. I got no patience at all. I got zero patience. I'm sorry. Does that make me a bad person? Does that make me a bad person if I got no patience? Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. Who knows at the end of the day? You having a matcha latte, Paul? Ooh, that sounds nice. I missed my coffee this morning. I got screwed on my coffee. I went to work. And work is like, you need to do this. I'm like, Jesus, I just logged in 30 seconds ago. And then I had to go do this, that. And then it was like 11 a.m. I'm like, I've been doing this for like 4 hours. I ain't even had a coffee yet. I barely had breakfast. And I had to woof down breakfast. Anyway, V's like, hey, give me a general for the next question. We can do that. 2 of Pentacles, High Priestess, 3 of Wands. I mean, the biggest is yet to come. If you do have this drama with this person, if you have things with work, it's building up to a big event. That's what I'm telling you. Building up to a big event. There's something big coming. There's something extra coming with that. 3 of Wands to sort of look out into the distance. You kind of want to, appreciate or sort of expect sort of the next level coming through with that. High Priestess says there's more to learn with the situation at work, with other things too. You have a sort of situation where you are picking up, you are learning, you are getting into the next feeling. and whatnot, and you got a little two of pentacles. I mean, there's choices to be made here. So you have a build up, you have a big event coming. There's choices to be made with that, but you know, that's the way it is. That's the way you gotta go. That is the way you gotta go sometimes, right? Yeah. It makes you an impatient person. Yeah, that is part of my personality, I gotta say. I'm a whole lot of impatient. I have no patience. I have a zero patience with that. What is happening this month? July is just warming up. We got July news, by the way. If you haven't watched it, you got to be a sub to the channel. Get all the exciting July news up in here. And BooBoo says, break out the thoth now. Break it out right now, Mr. Tarot Reader Man. Break it out with your non-wooden tarot tower, and I will. I'm going to get the thoth, and we're going to make it happen right now. I'm going to tell you something that you don't know. You don't know. Oh, man, what's happening this month to me? I don't know. Maybe actually win the lottery, the big lottery, right? Maybe win that big lottery. You just move wherever the hell you want. You do whatever you want. Making it happen, maybe. I don't know. Let's see what kind of things we got going on with that. Anyway, by the way, I don't got any donations after this. Not sure what to do. Maybe. Do we have anybody ask a question earlier? Do we have anybody new that's like, you know, I ain't been here before. I'm going to ask me a question. No, pretty much a standard audience. All right, well, let's go with this and find out. Tell me something I don't know what's happening to me this month. Death card, that's good. Well, it would be good if I hid the logo. Death card's a good card for something that's happening, for something that's expansive, for something that's going to be a little bit different with that. So yeah, I think the death card is coming. You do have changes coming this month. Absolutely. So let's sort of dive into this. First thing is you have a Taurus that's a pain in your side. They're going to continue because you have the devil and the death card in the same read, which is always kind of weird. So you do have somebody that's going to be a pain in your side this month, right? A pain in your side this month. You're going to have to watch out for it. A lot of Taurus feels, a lot of sort of riding in, bringing drama, bringing a little bit of baggage, making it happen. You do have that feeling of, yeah, somebody's riding in, somebody's coming in. They're going to bring in a little bit of the drama with that. It's definitely going to be a July instance with that. It's going to be hot. It's going to feel hotter than normal. It is. It'll be dry. It's going to be hot. The energies are going to be basically slowed down, right? They're sort of pulling down. They're pulling down a little bit, and the energies are kind of where we need to pick it up and run with it. You're going to have to take some of these energies and run with them. You're going to have to make some of this stuff happen. You're going to have to make some of the excitement out there happen. But basically, it's going to be kind of incumbent upon you to do a lot of this. And you see that. The dry, hot energy here, the dry, hot energy here. The dry, hot energy does mean that you need to take more action than you normally would. In other words, if you see a situation, you're like, that's probably going to work out in this direction or that direction. Maybe it won't. I mean, maybe it won't. You may have some instance where it does sort of drag you down a little bit, not exactly in the level that you're sort of excited with and whatnot, but you do have to pick up and run with stuff. July is a pick it up and run with it. Is that going to be a situation where you need to deal with this person? I think a lot of that is, right? You have death, you have the devil, you have the sort of the two conflicting energies sort of pulling you in this direction, that direction. So be kind of interesting to see how it works out. But be prepared for drama. Be prepared for drama. We are sandwiched with the devil on the death card, pulling in a direction you may not want to go. You do have dry, hot energies. You're going to have to deal with them. It means you're going to have to take more action, more adventure with that than you normally would. Watch out for any people trying to influence you, right? Especially the Taurus feeling, the Taurus kind of thing there, because they're building almost like a structure. They're building something that they want. It may not be the best thing for everybody else, is what I'm saying. May not be for the best thing for everybody else. Avatara is high on my wish list. I think it would vibe with it. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It has a lot of good stuff. Tarot Avatara is one of those, I wish I bought the deluxe book or whatever, because that one has a lot of interesting things with it. So I kind of like it. I kind of like it, you know, definitely one of those where you're like, ooh, pretty cool. Anyway, I just switched jobs with that payoff at the end. Well, I mean, hey, you know, we read for donations first and then we go free questions. And Chris coming in with a free question. What the hell? Sure. Let's say you just switch jobs. So we can do that. We can do that. We're actually on free questions for the first time. Lani coming in. Well, actually, we'll get Chris in a minute. Lani, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right. Let's see. Lani, what's the Gemini thinking? Is he going to reach out again this week? We'll see what's going on with that. I mean, you already promised Chris that thing. We're going to do Lani, we're going to do Chris, and then we're going to do a BooBoo again. BooBoo, thank you again for your donations. I appreciate all that. All right. Let's see what's going on. What's the Gemini thinking if he's going to reach out again this week? So, Lani, so what was the deal? So he's like completely ignored you for like a long period of time, right? Or like you didn't have any good continuous or basically sort of replicatable communication. And it feels like they just sort of went away. And then they'd be like, well, you know, then they come back and they're blowing up your phone. And the last reading, they were kind of nervous or they had a bit of anxiety or kind of, you know, what's going on with that. It's kind of interesting that they really are all over the place. I got to say that now. They really are all over the place. Let's see what's going on with this. We're going to use some teddy bears because it seems like the Gemini needs to embrace the inner teddy bear. Embrace the inner teddy bear is what I'm saying. BooBoo needs to start feeling better again. BooBoo, I'm sorry to hear that you're still feeling bad. I got to say, something's going around. Something's going around. Christina is sick again, too. So Christina was sick for like 2 weeks, and this is week 3 that she's sick. She still has 100-degree fever. She went to the doctor, and like the doctor gave her some meds, and she's been taking these, and she still has 100-degree fever. And like she hasn't felt good in like 3 weeks. So there's something going around. I don't know if it's a summer cold, if there's something wacky going around, but there is something funky swimming around out there, and I don't want none of it, man. That's, you know, I was sick for a little bit, but I got the immune system. I got to tell you now, my immune system is basically like the Avengers, right? My immune system, because I like for dinner, I eat a half a bag of kale and I jam it into a blender and I put fruit in it and I put all sorts of vitamins and minerals in it. And so like my immune system's pretty hot. My immune system's pretty hot. So whatever it is, my immune system just basically just like pounded it down with Thor's hammer or something. But that's it. You're about to hire a nurse to have, wow, man, there is something going around. I tell you that. All right, with Gemini, inconsistent. Gemini is always been inconsistent, unpredictable. That's a good one. All right, what's the Gemini thinking? They're going to reach out again this week, blowing up the phone, and then they're not reaching out again this week. The Gemini's upset. I think the Gemini had a plan. They were like, I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to communicate this. I'm going to communicate that. And then Lani is going to do this and that and this and that, right? And they had that in their head. They had these expectations. Reality is it didn't work out the way that they thought it was going to work out. So, yeah, you do have a level of, you know, they basically need to manage their expectations and try to stop trying to micromanage you. I think that's one big thing with the Gemini. They expect results. They're going to say this and then Lani's going to do that, right? You know, and they're sort of disappointed right now. They feel like that you didn't do what they were expecting, and they were trying to do a little bit of controlling, and it didn't really work, and they do want, you know, something better. They do want something better with that. But yeah, 4 of Swords says they're disappointed and they're not exactly excited right now. A little bit of sort of the disappointment that what they didn't produce the results that they wanted. And I think that's good because you're not a Lego or something. I mean, you know, they can't really control you. I mean, that's a good thing. So they're going to take a break, take a little bit of a break. They're going to try to figure out what's going on. They're going to try to figure out how to recover this situation. Overall, they're going to be back, just like the Terminator. They're going to be back. I'll be back. They're going to be back. Empress, Ace of Wands. They're basically going to clean up their act. And that's kind of part of what you're waiting for, right? They're going to clean up their act. So they're not going to be doing a lot of this goofy stuff. They're going to calm down a little bit, and they're going to get it a little bit clean. You see with the Empress with the Ace of Wands. In other words, I'm going to come in with a more altruistic kind of feeling. I'm going to come in, maybe doing this and that and just doing it better. And I think they're sort of in a learning process, right? I think they're in a learning process here. Empress and an Ace of Wands says I'm going to be a little bit better in my behavior, be a little bit more predictable, and be a little bit more honest with, yourself and them. All right. But overall, they're going to get better. They're going to improve. They're going to learn from their mistakes. So they made a lot of mistakes, and they need to just clean up the act. So I think they're in that process of cleaning it up. They are working to make themselves better, to improve, or what have you. So if you're looking for an improvement, you're looking for things to get better, I do think that it does improve and get better indeed. Okay, there we go. At least that's what the tarot says with all of this. Let's go forth and look at Chris. Chris wanted to know, he's like, look, I'm switching jobs over here. Will it pay off in the end? And that is the big question, because we do take a big risk with career and jobs. Luckily, like, everybody is freaking hiring. Like, I don't know anybody that's not hiring. People are like desperate for people at this point. So that's nice. That's nice. I like that, all right? Anyway, you just switch jobs, it's going to be all right. Magician. Happy home, happy family. I think it is going to pay off. We're going to do that, right? V, thank you for the donation. I think I'm going to give it a thumbs up here. We got a nice little thumbs up action. I think it is going to pay off at the end. Not going to be a problem. You got the Magician. You're bringing a level of expertise. You're bringing a level of good things here that you need, that they need. And I think that they understand that, hey, you're an asset. You are something that they need to, have around. Magician is always a good thing with jobs, career, anything like that. Good opportunities. It's sort of abandoning the old job, getting into the new job. But see, you're moving, even though we are taking a little bit of risk, even though we are getting a little bit of that action, leap of faith or what have you. You got happy home, happy family at the end. And that does say it's a new happy home, happy family. If you've read my book, by the way, link in the description for my book. Micah, welcome. Good to see you. You do have a 10 as a happy home, happy family, but it's a new family. It's a new job. It's a new opportunity. So yeah, thumbs up. It is going to work out at the end. It's going to be all right. All right. Let's see BooBoo. Let's see if BooBoo can get well over here. BooBoo's having some challenges with all of that other stuff. When am I going to start feeling myself again? Let's do a little bit of some Avatar Tarot with that. A little Avatar Tarot is going to be perfect for this. I like it. I think it's going to be rock solid, on point. A little bit of a little Avatar Tarot. See what is happening indeed. Who just joined? Everybody saying hello to. Orange. Welcome. Good to see you. Spiritual Tarot Journey. Watch from the Philippines. Well, welcome. I am streaming from the great state of Texas in the US of A. Rose, I thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Man, for some reason, all right, we're not doing the thoth for this. I think we need to, I'm making an administrative decision. It's a BooBoo. It's an administrative decision tonight. Little Avatar is what you need. Little Avatar is what you need for this. All right. It's bottom line. I think that's, I'm just saying. We're going to skip the thoth for one read because we need some stuff, some information over here. When am I going to start feeling myself again? So much pain. Sometimes it's hard to move. Jesus. All right. Let's see what's going on. 9 of Air. Man. I think, all right, I'm not a doctor, nor do I play one on TV. Entertainment purposes only. You know the drill. All right. There's some level of concern in your life right now. I think you have more stress than usual. I think you have more things that are getting in your way than usual. I think you have more things that are just draining your energy right now than usual. And I think it's affecting your health. I think it is just affecting your health, right? The 9 of Air. I am stressed. I do have some mental things that are weighing on me, that are picking up, that are not opportunistic to what I need. I do have some things that are sort of weighing on me. And I just, it just feels like that it's really sort of stacking up. And the Nine of Air is normally sort of sleeping, lying in bed, which is a good card, sort of representative of kind of where you're at. So I do think there's a level of stress, there's a level of mental anguish, there's a level of sort of anxiety that is around you, that is sort of pulling you down. I also think this is a seasonal thing. I think if we ran your chart, and by the way, we are going to run your chart. BooBoo, you need to hook up with me offline. We're going to get you a chart out, okay? Because I think if we ran your chart, there's something going on. And I think that's going to be a seasonal thing. I think you got some wild planets, some weird things happening in your chart right now. And it is sort of draining a lot of this energy out of there. It is sort of draining a lot of sort of the first house feeling of the self. Just, really challenged. Anyway, the 10 of Air. Good news is that all planets keep moving. All seasonal things improve. So I do think this is a temporary situation. I do think you will get better. I do think there are some better things happening later on. 9 of Water. It feels like maybe staying hydrated, getting water in. Because the 9 of Water is sort of being hydrated, right? It's sort of being hydrated. And it feels like that's not where you're at. You do need a little more hydration. Maybe it's the heat. Maybe it's the season. There is some things happening with hydration and water moving around or things like that. Water moving around in your body with this. Overall, this is something you're going to be able to take control of. You're going to be able to take command of, and you are going to get better. You are. So again, hook up with me later. Let's run your chart. Let me get your chart out there. Let's send it to you, and we'll do a quick thing with that. But the Emperor says, yeah, you are going to be able to take command, get better with it. Definitely stay hydrated. Again, it is a seasonal thing, and some of it is indeed caused by kind of a level of stress or anxiety around you. Neve, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. How you doing? So I like that. That's a good read. That was a good read. That I'm just saying that Tarot of Avatar. That was a good read. That really picked it up, made it happen. IL, thank you for hanging out with us tonight. What's going on? Should I stay at this location or should I get the hell out? V, I understand that. I understand that. Fully understand that. Let's use some cats. Let's use some kitty cats over there and see what's going on. You can't hear me. Samantha, hello. Welcome. Good to see you. You can't hear me. It's got to be on your end, Samantha. It's got to be on your end. I'm not sure what's going on. I can hear me. I'm looking at my dashboard and I see green everywhere. So I got audio is fully green. The internet is fully green. I have 1,000 up and I have 1,000 down. I just did a speed test. So internet's perfect. Audio's perfect. Video's perfect. Streaming software is perfect. I got no lag, got no drop frames. Should be pretty good. Should I stay at this location or should I get the hell out? 7 of Swords, get the hell out. 2 of Swords and Death. Jesus, V, it is time to go. It is time to get out. It is that time, V. This is rock solid, very clear, very poignant, and it's right to the point. Like V, they're not even hesitating. And these kitty cats, they're not playing anymore. 7 of Swords. It's time to pack up and leave. V, get the hell out. It's time to transfer, right? It's time to transfer. 7 of Swords says get out, and keep moving. 2 of Swords, be prepared. When you leave and you go to your destination, it's going to be a lot different. You're not going to sort of do a lateral transfer. We're going to be doing the same thing over here. It's going to be different, a lot different than what you're thinking. The 2 of Swords are traditionally like a big kind of 2 different worlds, and you kind of see that with a portal, in the background or whatever, but that is it. That is it. So 2 different worlds. It's going to be a little bit different than what you had to expect. Death says you're ready. You're ready. That's the big point here. You are prepared. You are ready to go with this transfer. Because, man, it feels like you're sort of stagnating where you're at, right? V, a little bit of a stagnation where you're at. And all this other stuff. Anyway, Rose is next. Rose has a question. Rose wants to know, will V get married by the end of next year? That is a long time. That's a good year and like 4 months or 5 months, right? A year and 5 months. That is a long time. So, but you know, to be fair, it takes a long time to get married. It takes a long time to get married, to get everything coordinated and everything propped up. So will V get married by the end of next year? Hermit says no. Wheel of Fortune says no. And the Queen of Swords says no. Got a whole lot of no indicators. I'm going to go with the thumbs down over here and just say, probably not. Probably not. Wheel of Fortune said they're going to keep doing what they're doing. No big changes, no big alterations with that. Would I like a death card over here? Maybe swapping it up, changing it up. Maybe a new environment, new thing. I got a 7 of Swords, 4 of Wands, a 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. I'll take a 6 of Cups, 2 of Cups. I'll take anything. I got nothing. Which is there, right? Which is there. But yeah, Wheel of Fortune said they're going to keep doing what they need to do. And that's the big point here. That is the big point. Overall, the Hermit, again, reinforces the no. Queen of Swords is not something they're ready for at that point. But no, I'm going to say no. You have your volume on 30, which is higher than most vids need. So do I need to crank up my volume? I can do it. I can crank it up. So the traditional volume level controls and what have you, I got that maxed. All right, the traditional volume level controls is you want to stay in the yellow, right? You want to stay in the yellow. So we'll do it. Okay, you want a volume boost. Okay, we're going to do that. All right, so we'll stay in the yellow. You definitely don't want any back feedback or anything there. So, yeah. Anyway, so I did adjust the volume. I made it louder. I'm in the yellow, though. I don't want to get in the red. If you get in the red, that's bad because that means you're producing a lot of noise, a lot of feedback, you know. Anyway, but I did jack it up. So, hey, there you go. I jacked it up. I'll have it jacked up from now on. If it's too loud, let me know. But I did increase it to about, I did increase the volume about 10%, So there you go. Anyway, that is loud for me. All right. Well, some people want it to be louder. Some people want it to be softer. I'm not sure what's going on. Let me adjust it down. There you go. So I increased it instead of 10%, I increased it 7%. Okay. So anyway, let me know if I'm too loud, if I'm too quiet. I don't want to get into the red line, so I am pushing the yellow line. And that's not something I normally want to do in YouTube. But hey, you want to increase? We can push the yellow line. That's not a problem. Not a problem at all. Samantha, I'm working again. That's good news, Samantha. Thank you. Thank you so much. Volume's on 24 and it's still loud. I'm too loud for some. I'm not loud enough for others. I don't know what to do here, guys. Half y'all like you too loud. Other half is like I can't hear a damn thing you're saying. So it's okay. I turned it down. As long as I'm not staticky, as long as I'm not over the top where I get distortion. If I can be loud, but if I get distortion, I got to turn it down because that's bad. That's the death of your videos. If you're so loud that it starts to get distorted, you're good. Okay, there you go. All right, we'll go to the next read, which is Rose. We just did Rose. Now we're on to IL. We got Rose again. Thank you, Rose, for your other donation. I appreciate you. All right, what are the BF's true feelings about me? Let's find out what kind of true feelings we can get with our new loudness level. What kind of true feelings do we get? Should we go And we go ahead and dive into the Ocean Tarot. I do like the Ocean Tarot. There you go. You don't notice any distortion. Well, that's good. That's good. Because distortion is the devil. We don't want the distortion being here. So yeah, as long as I'm loud enough and there's no distortion, I'm perfect. I did up the volume 7%. So hopefully everybody can hear me now. You don't have to jack up the volume anymore. Okay, let's see what's going on. What about lighting and stuff like that? I mean, is the lighting good? Is the camera focused? You can see everything okay? So yeah, let me know. What about boyfriend's true feelings about me? King of Wands. This is somebody that really appreciates you. This is somebody that really has this good feeling with it. They appreciate you. They have a positive outlook. This person really has a good attitude, like a lot of good attitude here. That's kind of what you want, right? Overall, you do have the stork with a Nine of Pentacles. In other words, they work hard, they're willing to adjust whatever needs to be adjusted. They really sort of in that mode, right? I'm willing to work to make this better. I'm willing to work to make things good. And I think that's going to be perfect. That is going to be absolutely perfect. So that's what you need. King of Wands. I've worked hard on this. I'm pretty dedicated to it. I don't mind some adjustments. Samantha, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Knight of Swords. They are willing to do quite a bit. Cheeky, thank you for your donation. They're willing to do quite a bit to make this functional, to make it work. Just overall beautiful cards, man. Just overall beautiful cards. Are there some dings in the armor? I think so. I think so. Ultimately, there are some things that need to be emotionally adjusted, that need to be tweaked a little bit with this connection. But if you're willing to do that, I think you have a lot of good opportunities, good feels kind of in the mix. But yeah, overall, it just looks pretty clean. It looks pretty good, and I like it. Very, very good feelings. Very, very good connections. A couple of dings in the armor. You are going to have to deal with that eventually. But the way it is. The way it is indeed. We got a lot of readings now. There we go. Picking up and running with all of the hot readings tonight. Four of Cups looks no good. I mean, that's sort of where the dings in the armor come in. Not everything be perfect. Not everything is going to be absolutely ideal in every situation. We do have a couple of things that we do need to address, right? We do need to sort of look at. We do need to sort of figure out. But we're able to get that indeed. Rose, you're going to be after. Samantha. Samantha's coming up. A little bit of a general. A little bit of a general here. I think I'm in the general mood. I like it. I'm in the general mood. Overall, I wouldn't mind using my deck. Using my cards is what I'm talking about. You know, there you go. Four of Cups looks no good. You know, that's all good. It's all good. You know, you gotta balance things out. I think that's one of the feelings that you do get with that. Balancing stuff out. You know, anyway, in my opinion, general reading for September. Let's make it happen with my deck of cards, the Waterfall Tarot. See what's going on with that. So I have to thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. You got a Four of Pentacles. Man, a lot of fours tonight. It is a 4 night. It is a 4 night indeed. General reading for September. Making money. September's just making money. Just making money, storing up money, getting that. I think in a previous reading, we're talking about August is making money too. It feels like really the fall is about stacking, storing money away, getting your money in, getting everything settled, getting everything where you need it to be, and sort of just a big work settlement, right? Big work settlement month. Finding where you need to be, finding what you want. I think, again, August, September, it is about picking that stuff up and running with it. It is about getting the stability that we need. It is about getting the predictability that we need as well. Seven of Pentacles, I'm building for the future. That is your fall reading. Let me wrap it up for you. I'm building for the future. Because I really think you're laying down a big foundation. There's a lot of stuff going to go on, a lot of stuff happening, a lot of opportunities open, building our future. Lovers talking about the after summer connection, after summer kind of opportunities that we have with love. Moving, I mean, you know, that is building your future. You're moving. You need to put your foundation down where you land. You need to get to the job. You need to find the relationship. You are going to be meeting more people. You're going to be meeting some pretty powerful people in either industry or whatnot. You are going to have some opportunities with love as well. Everything starts moving at once. It's like sort of snowballing, and I think that's kind of exciting for you, right? You're kind of exciting. You're kind of excited, and that is that's, you know, kind of where you want to be. Ultimately, at the end of the day, it's just having a level of hope, ambition, excitement, and that is sort of where it is at. Rose is next here. Rose is like, look, we'll ask get married by the end of the year. Let's see if we can get a little bit of a better read with that. Now, the other one, man, that other one is kind of challenged. The other one is kind of challenged. Paula's got the lazies. When it's hot like this, man, I don't know. Well, Paula, you're in another country, so it may be hot, not be hot over there. I don't know. But when it's like warm, it's just hot. It's like, you wake up. I'm like sweaty when I wake up, like sweaty when I go to bed. I'm like, All right. V, I thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. We'll ask get married by the end of the year. Six of Cups and the Page of Cups. I actually think that they have a lot of things going. Now, they're not going to get married, but they're in the process of getting everything organized, getting everything settled. This is a thumbs up, but it's not like the finale. Getting married takes a long time. Getting everything settled takes a long time. But they're in the process. They're in the process of getting married. They are on the train to marriage. That is going to be the big factor here. Six of Cups, I've met who I need to meet. I have a great connection. I have a solid connection with this. Page of Cups, right? I'm in the process. So yes, they're in the process. Are they finale next year? Maybe not, but they are active and they are ready to go. They're active. They're making it happen. They're doing it. And ultimately, yeah, that's going to be a thumbs up with that. All right. And we got another reading. We got a cheeky reading. We got a cheeky. What are Mike's current feelings for me? What's going on with all of that? Let's see what of that. All right. See, opening up to me by October. We got V. It's got another question indeed. Let's go with a little bit of Victorian romantic. Jill, I'm taking readings. Jill, we're rocking the house tonight. We're rocking and we're rolling tonight, Jill. We're taking all sorts of good stuff over here. All right. See what's going on. See what's happening over here. What are Mike's current feelings for me? Are we able to get Mike to do anything? Is Mike going to get us some action up here? Oh, man. Got a 10 of Wands, got a Page of Cups, 8 of Wands, and a King of Cups. Mike is all over the damn place. Mike is not like, there's not a good answer for this. There's not a good answer for this. Mike's all over the place. And that's kind of where Mike is at the moment, right? The King of Cups. I am all over the place. I'm here, I'm there. I'm not exactly sort of committed with all of this other stuff. A King of Cups, sort of an emotional isolation. And normally I don't lean that direction. Normally I don't lean that direction. But that Page of Cups, though, sort of really reinforces it. It says, hey, we got a problem, right? We got a problem with this. We got a connection issue. It may be a dedication issue, connection issue. It feels like there's not a lot of things happening here that need to happen. But yeah, we need to get something fixed. We sort of reinforce this with a 10 of Wands, almost like not something Mike wants to deal with right now. But again, Mike's all over the place. Some days Mike's hot, some days Mike's cold. You got to understand that's going to be that way in here. 8 of Wands says there's a lot of pent-up energy here that has not been expressed yet. Jill, thank you for your donation. Let me know what your question is. And that's the problem here, too. We need to get some expressive action here. Mike needs to be more expressive. Mike needs to be more active, needs to be upfront here. A lot of emotional disconnection, a lot of inconsistency, and just too much movement, too much sort of maybe hyperactivity, or too much pre-thought going into things that don't need to be thought about that much. 10 of Wands. not something that's moving the level that it needs to be moving. So a little bit on the challenge side, but you know, inconsistency is what we all got to deal with a little bit, right? A little bit with that. Anyway, Samantha. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Samantha is. I just screwed this up. Let me fix it. I did the Samantha. I did the V. All right. So I clicked V accidentally. Now I need to click Samantha, and then we're good. Do you see opening up to me by October? That's interesting. Are they in the old location or are they in the new location? That's interesting, right? Which location are they at? Because that is kind of cool. That is kind of cool. All right, let's see. The Star, Nine of Pentacles, and the Eight of Cups. Man, I'm going to say yes. They're definitely not open now. It's definitely a closed door. You do have a little bit of a closed door. I don't know if we need hearts, if we need love balloons, I don't know what we need here. Eight of Cups says, man, they closed down now. They have closed the door and they have locked it. And there is a level of challenge to get them to really express themselves the way they need to be expressed, sort of to get things the way it needs to be done. Man, they are a closed option, right? You got that Eight of Cups. By the way, we're ending soon. Let's see. Jill will be the last one. We got V, we got Jill. We're going to wrap up and get out of here. But yeah, that Eight of Cups, it really feels like they've level of abandonment here, really closed off. Now, the question is, will they open up? Will they open up? And I think that's a yes. Nine of Pentacles talks about that is such an open, sort of a free card, a celebration. We're holding a bird, open land, lots of greenery, foliage. It feels like things are opening up more in that Nine of Pentacles. And the Star says this is kind of where we want to be at the end of the day, right? We are having the connection. We're getting the connection in there, pretty solid. But, overall, that is a thumbs up. It is a thumbs up. Close down now, open up a lot better later. And that's a good thing. That's kind of what you wanted to hear, I assume. Anyway, V is like, what will it be like their expectation versus reality? Ooh, let's see what that. By the way, V had asked about location transferring. And I said transfer. I mean, we had a lot of transfer calls. We had a Seven of Swords up in there. It's like pick up and go. Let's transfer. Let's go. Let's see. So, I mean, hey, we're going to take that. V's like, I'm going to take that risk. Okay, let me know. Like expectations versus reality, what's going to be there? Judgment says there's a lot different there. We sort of saw that on the other thing, right? We saw that there's a lot of difference there. And that's good. That's good because Judgment says the rebirth reincarnation. This is going to be something where you now can be a superstar. You now can show off your stuff. You now can be, the big energy that people need. What that and the Knot of Wands, the connections you're going to make at the new location. Again, the connections you're going to make at the new location are so much better. So much better than what you had. So much better. It feels like doors are just going to fly open with the connection that you are making, and they are going to be poignant. And again, we're back with the damn Seven. This is interesting. Let's come back to this. Packing up and going with your stuff, which is a Seven of Swords. A lot of people are like, oh, we're sneaking out. We're doing. Reality is you're packing up and you're going somewhere with your stuff. And that means your skill sets. That means your talents. That means your ideas, your innovations are going to be appreciated a lot more at the new place than the old. But bottom line. And that is what you want. That is what you want. You want your energies. You want your talents. You want your innovations to be more appreciated, more seen, more things, opening up the door to the superstardom that you need. So, yeah. Gonna look pretty good indeed. But it's more of a, what can you do for me, right? What can you do for me? So yeah, there is a level of performance that you need to do. It's not like I magically move and, ooh, look at this. No, it's that new, fresh opportunity that makes everything great. That makes everything great. All right, let's go. Speaking of great, we're going to go for everybody's favorite over here. Last reading of the night up in here. Going with a little Dark Mansion Tarot. JL's current thoughts and feelings towards me. What kind of good things do we got going on? JL's current thoughts, feelings. Going to be good. Going to be decent. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what's happening. 3 of Cups says I have a little bit of a celebratory action, celebratory feel with there. Empress, 4 of Wands. That is beautiful. That's freaking amazing. Whatever, something's going on, and this just talks about just this amazing connection, good thoughts, good feelings, very positive, very high energy. The Empress, lovely connection card with somebody's thoughts, feelings, good stuff happening with this 4 of Wands, new home, happy family. And it like a new home, a new environment, a new stable kind of thing. And the 3 of Cups is celebration, which is the default for the 3 of Cups. I know a lot of people are like, yo, it really feels like that, that this is a cheat card sometimes. At the end of the day, it's not. At the end of the day, it is truly primarily a celebration card. We got celebration card, happy home, happy family, the constant beautiful connection for the Empress. This looks really good. Looks really, really good. And speaking of looking really good, all of y'all looked amazing tonight. Thank you so much for being here. We are going to be back tomorrow, and I hope to see you then.